There's a big shift happening at the moment. It's been happening for a few years as more and more people are getting awakened, more and more people with deep rooted issues and hate connected to their bodies and all this extra energy that's being created in the world has now come to a point where it's affecting people. And that's why we're getting more and more haters. More and more people are being triggered. Their insecurities, their fears, their worries are being brought to the surface as more are getting awakened and realize that they don't need this pain, these traumas in the body anymore. And so the body is fighting back. So the more we get connected, the more we become one with each other, the more then that this is not needed anymore. And so the only problem is that many are hating, are trying to fight the system, fight the people who are awakening them or are triggering them, or because they're getting connected, it's starting to realize that they're just going into this automatic hating mode. And so this is why more and more people are starting to understand and starting to struggle with mental conditions and everything, because what's happening is the body is going into the automatic mode of letting go, automatic mode of releasing, because it's too much. The body can't handle it. It's coming in food, it's coming in people, it's coming in environments. All the energies are changing. And so more and more you need to start to cleanse, get into nature, clear that which is causing you to not be able to flow. And that is why so many people are being triggered. And it's not because people are hating each other more, it's because people are tend to be trapped in this energy. And so the body is trying to release, which means that they're trying to release, means that their warrior inside of them is coming out to release this stuff and to fight the fight because it's under attack. But it's not under attack in the sense that people are being horrible to each other, even though there is a lot of hate out there and a lot of energy. It's because people really are playing the victims because they are the victim. But the point is, do you need to feed the victim? Do you need to attach to the victim? Now, it's the body's way of releasing, but the problem is that when you're selfish, self-centered, don't feel in control, they're trying to get back control. You're trying to control your environment. And the more you do that, the more actually you're holding on to that which is causing you to not be in control, to not feel alive, to not be connected. And so more and more people now need to center themselves, need to get one with themselves, need to cleanse themselves, need to find another way to express this energy. And if you're going to express it through injustice and fighting and hating, you're only going to attract more of it. Yes, you might feel good for a little while because you've let go of the energy, but then you have put out to the universe and the vibration that that is what you deserve back. That's what you are attracting back. So it's very important to change your energies, and that's why I've created like the miracle meditation, and I've created the source daily routine, which is now come my mind, body, and soul in alignment. Why? Because it cuts the emotional ties, it frees you up, it stops you being connected to all those people who are struggling at the moment, that is igniting you and triggering you and making you feel bad and that is the thing with depression, is it's the feeling that you're not worthy, that you're not good enough. And so many people are now becoming empaths or connecting to their senses, and they're struggling in that way because they're absorbing everybody else's rubbish as well as their own, and that's triggering their insecurities and fears and the traumas to bring them to the surface. When you put love into the body, when you start loving yourself, you bring to the surface your traumas, and if you don't let go of them, you don't forgive yourself for creating them, you don't understand or learn from them, you can't move on, you can't free them. So this is what it is. You've got to free the body. So now more and more people are being connected, more and more people are struggling. And so it is time really to bring people together, to create a better energy, to bring peace to people's lives. And that's why I'm thinking of bringing more and more information through to the Peace Sanctuary. But the problem is at the moment, but because people are so caught up in the mindset of it all, they're unable to see the wood for the trees. They're able to be free of all this pain and suffering that they're just absorbing from everybody around them as they become more connected, more one with themselves. As the more the growth of the oneness, the more everybody will start to try and release. And that's why you're starting to find these new souls that are trying to bring balance, bring peace, of fighting the cause, to stop the haters from hating, to try and help them to move forward. But we can only do this with unconditional love. And the problem is the world doesn't love itself. It doesn't love its environment. It doesn't love everything around it. And so that's why we're struggling. Because people are struggling to love themselves. People are struggling to be in love with love. They're too busy. You're finding a lot of what they call narcissists. Narcissists are only people who have had a bad life or a trauma and are stuck in that trauma. They're lost souls because they're not feeling the connection, and so they try and deflect because they can't handle all this pain coming towards them. That they can't handle all this situation, and so they go into a world where they believe that it's not them, it's everybody else's fault. They find people to blame. We all have a narcissist within us. It's whether we feed it, whether we attach to it, whether we become it is the case, because we're all lost souls trying to find our way back. So this is very important now, to start to come together. Find your pockets of people that bring joy to your life, because then that clears the energy. To enjoy life, you have to have the good energy flowing through your body. And so it's time to really look into helping yourself and helping others to become more connected. And if you feel hate or you feel blame or you feel this, that, and the other, just put it in a box, put it in the stream, let go of it. Don't allow it to trigger yourself. And the more you find the triggers, the more then it's easier to let go and to understand it. And that's what my journey's been about.